Happy Saturday. What's up? Hey, Jonathan. Hey, Elliot. What's up, Wayne? Well, it happens, Elliot. Gotta do what you gotta do. What's up, cool gamer? Can't worry about fellow YouTubers, Elliot. You go and do your stuff the way you want to. Doesn't matter who's live or whatever. Hey, Grace, how you doing? What's up, Wayne?
Hello, Tasha.
What are you munching on?
My last part of my supper I ate tonight.
Oh,
Chicken patties I had tonight. Cater salad. No, what do you call them? Macaroni salad. How you doing, Tasha?
I'm doing all right. There's been funky week, I guess.
The ink I got in my studio already.
What'd you do? Oh, you got the ink?
Yes, it's on the shelf.
I can't wait to see the shirts.
Now, here's what I'm going to be doing. This is a plan here. I'll be sharing with you. I will be putting your name, Arts and Adventure with Tasha, with pink ink on the top. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to put down the bottom, Mother Trucker in pink on the front.
Okay.
And the blue, the truck is going to be outlined with dark blue. That's the front. The back, dark blue to the truck. Like I said, I have to rent you Tasha in the back, pink, blue truck. And then we'll put Mother Trucker in pink. And I don't know what you want in the live on YouTube. If you want it in pink or blue.
Hey, Carpen. Shut your other.
Yeah, echoing.
Hi, Wayne.
Shut the YouTube off. Sound good to ear to.
Stewart, you got another.
Pardon?
You have another.
Ava?
Yeah, you have the YouTube.
Wait a minute. Is that better?
I don't know.
Nope, still
No,
echoing.
I still hear my.
Right, I'm going to try and do this again then.
Get earbuds, put them in your ears. That'll help.
I tried this before, it didn't work.
No, because you're going to have to swipe everything off. Hang on. No, I have all that.
Oops.
Go.
Is that better?
It only happens. Not you. So I'm not sure why I'm acting.
Are you, do you have YouTube still on? You shut the YouTube side off.
I don't have YouTube up.
Is it in your?
No, I've got nothing in there. Weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
I tell you what I'll do. I'll come back in. I'll drop off and I'll come back up.
Okay.
So I was thinking the pink will be on the mother trucker, Arts and Adventure with Tasha, and live on YouTube. What color you want that in? Any particular? Blue or maybe? I was gonna put it all in pink. I wouldn't care if the whole letters were in pink. I don't care. They look good on
Well, I'd
the shirt.
say put like the truck in blue,
Yeah, the trucker
my
blue. No,
stuff in pink,
just put all the letters in pink.
and
But
then yours
blue.
on the back where you made it bigger, put it in blue.
Okay. But the rest in pink, right?
Yes, the truck and then yours in blue.
How about the live on YouTube in blue?
Yes.
All right, and the rest in pink. Okay. I'll be doing that on Monday, between Monday and Tuesday,
All right.
because. And then oh yeah, Bernie got all his hoodies. I delivered them, and they shipped it over to the next day to him. And now he has them all, so he's done.
Oh, that's good.
Now
Yeah, I
when
don't
you-
know why, because he was over on Cindy's panel and nobody was echoing when they were talking, so I don't know.
how'd you like my heat press, the new one? Need that go?
Yeah, I asked you. It was freaking weird because you were still live, right?
Yeah.
I asked you when you were going to use it. Uh-oh, now you're in trouble, Wayne. Are you ready?
Oh no! Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
Woo-hoo!
Oh no!
Oh, yeah. Hey, you old goat.
I got that better than that. I got this. Listen to this. Look at this. I got something for you.
Uh-oh.
What's up, George?
Not much.
Here we go.
Mr. Hordahay in the room.
Yeah. Look at my shirt.
Don't worry, George. I'll be buying us better ones here very shortly. Hey, John Paul, how you doing?
Oh, sounds like Henry.
Well, Henry can't make any more noise. He's in the freezer.
Oh, I know. Well, he can try and make some noise, but he ain't gonna get out nowhere.
Well, he ain't got no lips. How's he gonna make noise?
He's frozen.
Out his butthole.
We used his lips. We used his lips for soup.
Oh,
The word.
Hi, Mom.
no. Hey, Stewart, what's up?
Not much, Mom.
Oh, we need the troublemaker now.
Well, no, I'm not a troublemaker. The troublemaker's sitting in the top corner, like
No, it's his brother.
the one above me.
And why am I supposed to yell at her?
Because she's being nasty.
Uh-oh.
I like her when she's.
You're in trouble now, Stewart. Uh-oh.
I'm not in trouble.
He'll put you in the doghouse with all the chickens.
I'm already in the doghouse with all the chickens, so it doesn't really matter to me now.
We'll take it down by the time
They're echoing worse now, Stewart. It's
I
worse.
don't understand why, because I've got nothing open.
I don't know.
We're all echoing.
How's that?
Oh,
I've got no tabs open. I've got nothing open.
I don't know what's going on.
It's all tough.
You got the her channel on YouTube. Her channel. If it does, shut it off. Leave the stream not on.
Well, that's what I've done.
It's like mute it, I meant.
Do who?
see, you came and started. She just ate some pizza, didn't it?
Echoing like crazy.
That was the pizza. Got gas.
I just finished over here.
Hi, George.
Oh.
It's just gonna be Birdie Tasha.
Oh, Tasha's away for a sulk. Just leave her.
Oh, you gotta watch out. Stewart.
We were supposed to get that storm, and we never got. I mean,
Everybody.
I heard something, but I didn't see what she said.
There's 11. That's a stump. And then 5 o'clock. 5 and 6.
okay.
Well, that's only a 20.
Oh, this is fun.
So how do you get the else to say?
What, mother?
How do you get to see what the other people are saying? That was my daughter. Hello.
Oh, don't.
It says you're in the. No.
What does it matter?
Nothing's the matter.
Oh, there's comments.
Yeah, but now you can't.
What's up, Elliot?
Hey, I'm hearing echo.
Hey, Elliot.
Hey. Nice to meet you, Stewart. Hello, Mother Hen. What's up, Wayne? Good to see you, Tasha.
Now
I'm
what?
getting. Oh, hang on. Might be me.
No.
Hold on. It is stupid me.
No, it's not.
Oh, look at this. All of us buddies in a row. I love it.
Kind of scary.
Kind of scary?
Yeah.
No.
Well, we're only missing one.
Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah, so, Elliot, we got a horde of hay in here, too.
Oh, okay. So,
Yep.
who's sort of hey, Stewart?
No,
Alberta
I'm
has
on Stewart.
Who?
George.
George? I'm getting echo still. Wow.
Hi, Elliot.
Hey, man. Trying to figure out what this echo is. Are you all hearing echo?
Yep.
Somebody's got a browser open or the speaker's loud.
Not now.
Nobody's got a browser open? I don't have but one open.
Is that better?
Somebody, let me mute. I don't think it's me. Let's see.
It's Stewart doing it. Something's echoing on his end.
I don't know
How you
why,
doing,
because it was
Mother
literally
hen?
just on Cindy's live and it was not echoing at all. So I have no idea. And I have everybody's echo cancellation on to reduce the background noise. I have everybody's mic automatically adjusted, so I have no idea why he's echoing.
Huh. I just, right now, okay, now it's gone. I'm not echoing
It's
back.
not on your end. I just sent you a text message.
Oh, okay. Oh, on my cell, I don't know if I, okay. I got you.
Is it on my end?
No.
No.
You sent me a text message?
How you doing,
Yeah,
Mother hen?
I did.
I didn't get it. Huh.
Well, you're the only
I did
Elliot in
hear.
my phone, so
Pardon?
he said you're the only Elliot in my phone.
Yeah, for some reason I didn't get your text. That don't make sense. That's weird. Let me text you and let's see.
I think they've been spending a lot of time with those new roosters.
I should got you.
Bruno.
No,
Here's
Stewart was just on Cindy's live and there was no echo, so I don't know
Stewart, the
why.
other guy, Stewart was doing it.
yeah, it's good
Stewart
now.
doing
I
I-
just said I don't know why he was echoing because he just came over from Cindy's live to be up here.
No, because Stewart
And
left.
he was not echoing over there.
And he wasn't echoing here.
Tasha, I sent you a text. Instead of testing, I put tasting. So,
I got it.
okay, text me back now because it should text me. It's for some reason I'm not getting it.
Where George disappeared too.
There's something going on.
Listen,
Huh.
Hey, Squirrel.
It's weird.
What's up, Squirrel?
No, I'm not getting no text from you. That may explain why sometimes I text you, you don't text me back. That's
Hey,
weird.
Jonathan, what's up, Squirrel?
John.
Yeah, I know, Carpin.
Huh.
hey, squirrel.
I don't know. I don't have you blocked, so it's not like.
Huh.
Are you gonna make another video?
Have you checked to see if I'm blocked?
Am I gonna what?
You're not.
Make another video? Get stuck in your vehicle again?
I'll tell you what.
I
George
got
screwed up
that's
last
fine.
because I had a laughing jag you would not believe about him and his new kitty's cat band.
See? Look here. I got a whole bunch of texts.
And he
Past
videoed it and he didn't.
Oh,
the past few months, and I never get an answer, and I always wonder why. Because occasionally you will text me in the old days.
I
But I'm not-
always texted you back because the one time Bob called me and asked
Yeah.
me, "Hey, are you mad at Elliot?"
Yeah. There's something
I'm
going. There's a
like, "No,
glitch.
I'm not mad at Elliot."
Yeah, I remember that. Asking him.
And he's like, "Well,
Yeah.
he's been texting and you haven't been texting him." I said, "I can show you my phone." I text him back every single time he texts me.
Wow, I ain't been getting it. I ain't kidding you. Is
Do you have an iPhone or Android?
Android?
Yeah,
My
Carpin
num-
said I had this
Laughing,
text
Jimmy,
problem
laughing
weeks
about
ago. It was an error between iMessage and Android.
Lord.
Let me text you my number again here. Make sure on the private chat. Make sure it's it.
Wayne,
See.
do you want to see a cat pan full of turds?
No, why do you want to look at
Don't
that?
wanna see freaking cat shit.
What do you
Okay.
think we are here, crazy?
There's my number.
Don't either,
Oh
buddy.
my gosh, mother hen.
678-963.
He's got Godzilla titties.
That butthole got to be about 3 inches long.
This is strange. Yeah, I texted you a while back, a few weeks ago. No response.
I don't know.
I think
Yeah,
last.
Same number that I have.
I think you've been spending too much time
Wow.
indoors, mother hen.
Let me look and see.
Oh,
My gosh, you know what's wrong?
not enough.
Now I didn't do this. I've had some software updates. You're blocked on my end. That is weird. That is,
Uh-oh.
Well, that,
Yeah.
that would explain why you're not getting text back from me.
and look, yeah, and I've been texting for months, several months. Yeah, well, I never block nobody except I block my brother occasionally. He annoys me. You know, it gets kind of weird, and I just go, I don't want to hear it, and I just block him for a few hours. He wants to talk political.
Enjoying
Or,
the single life, Johnson? How come?
Well, hallelujah, that's resolved.
yeah, I got your text. Now all your texts are showing up, even your other ones.
Yeah, you should probably have 1 million of them now.
Yeah, I do. Wow. Okay. I kept wondering why. I says, that's why I asked you a long time ago. But then how? I ain't gonna tell how long you've been blocked.
Well, probably months, Elliot, if you haven't been getting my texts.
Yeah.
Because this was probably 2 months ago that Bob asked me about it, or more.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't do it. If I did it accidentally. That's for sure. It's
His
strange.
money around the mother hen.
These dang smartphones, sometimes they're a pain to, you know what?
That's it. Don't you hype? It's full of sugar and that stuff. Oh, give me the hype.
I only have one.
Just don't start doing somersaults around the house like Mrs. Howell. Like,
Well,
with
yeah,
that sugar.
outfire.
How you doing, Mother Hen?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Yep.
Good.
Home for one night. Back to mommy's tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fortunately, I got a guy that I'll just say it. He's one of the few channels that invites me on the panel. Not that the others got me blackballed, but he starts at 10 Eastern, and I have to get on there, and it typically drags out almost 2.5 hours sometimes. Man, I get to bed late, and I go, God, I got to. So occasionally I do skip his show. Then you got to doing irregular shows, and I would miss you. I'd miss your show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I hate, missing shows. That is so strange. I had you blocked. I still can't believe that. I text Bob the other day.
Let me see this.
The what?
The little wee egg.
I got a friend. He's got a horse farm, 17 acres. He's got a bunch of chicken. He said he get eight eggs a day. He picks up. I said, I want a few of them.
Yeah.
I got it.
Okay, so here's a regular egg, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, that's cute.
Huh.
Not bad for a first egg.
No, it's a little bored on it.
Yeah, that's normal.
So they'll get bigger
Stewart,
as.
I don't know why you're echoing, and it's seriously pissing me the hell off.
Who?
Stewart.
Sometimes you can reboot your, sometimes you get a software glitch. I've seen it do it, and you can reboot and it'll stop.
Well, he either comes up on his phone or his tablet. So either way, if you swipe all of them away,
Right.
it should go away.
Yeah, I say hello sometimes in the bed back there, even on your stream. And I hate doggone talking, doing a telephone chatting. It's just horrible. I don't particularly care for it.
Is it normal to have to go back and forth between who's up on the panel to see who's on saying whatever in the chat?
What do you mean? On the phone, it's different.
Okay.
On your phone, you're gonna have to hit chat to see what someone's saying in chat, or
Okay.
you just talk to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Brett. I don't know, Brett. I ain't figured it out yet.
But anyway, good to be on here with you guys. Been a while.
Yes, it's good to see all of you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, I went in earlier and showed Mom how to get up on panel. So, and I had already given her the link, because with the iPhone, you can't just click go to stream, because with the iPhone, the main web browser is Safari. So it'll open in Google, but you have to copy the link and then take it from there and paste it in Safari to be able to come up on your phone.
Wow. Hmm.
But
Yeah, I was surprised she was on because I've never seen her on a panel. No.
that's my first time.
Cool. You get used to it where it just feels natural.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I used to think when I first bought my camera from Sam's, and I said I might go on, and you buy a camera. I did an audio test. One lady come in, Vanessa, said I was listening to you, and then the next thing you know, guy named Echo was talking. He's a real big talker, and I just jumped. I just actually just hit his link and come on in, and I started talking to him, and got used to it. I liked it.
Has anybody heard about what Bob's doing?
Last text I got, he was in the side chat listening, lurking Monday night with Mac Man's stream. He told me he's not.
He said he's getting. I think I actually talked to him the night that George gave me the guitar, but it was before all that.
Okay.
He says last time I heard from him, he couldn't type, so he was just kind of lurking in the Mac Man stream. That was last Monday.
Well, at least it gives him something to do. He can, stay caught up with everybody.
Mac mentioned him, and I did a shout. I said he might not be able to text. I said, but he might be maybe listening or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he mentioned about calling him. I said he's not. As far as I know, he's not taking calls, but he does text me occasionally or respond.
As long as he's doing.
I don't know who that is, Brett.
Yeah, says I'll tell you, it says I can't type at the moment, Barry, so I didn't say hi. Thanks for the shout out, though. He's telling me. He said I was lurking. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Hopefully he'll get to be texting soon. I heard what he went through.
Yeah, probably.
There's definitely way too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many surgeries did he have? 4? 5? I can't remember.
Oh, he had his back first.
Yeah.
That he was doing fine with. And then he had his knee done.
I seen a picture there. He sent me a picture, I think, or he was. Yeah, he had to send me pictures. I seen his. He showed it one night.
Just that
So
anesthesia.
put his link in chat, Brett.
But Nuggets Homestead.
Yeah, that's Brett.
What's his name?
Butt Nuggets Homestead is Brett.
Brett. Nice to meet you, Brett. Squirrels with us.
What you doing, Hordai?
You ever heard of Tasha, a tomahawk bone steak?
Oh, yes, I could eat a whole one myself.
Oh, yes.
They're thick and got that big bone sticking out.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a ribeye. I asked Kroger today. I said, what is this? I keep seeing this tomahawk bone steak. Yeah, it's different. He says, oh, that's ribeye. I said, okay. Well, I got a $28 ribeye today at Kroger for $12.75.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to smoke it and grill it on my pellet grill tomorrow. Yeah.
Brett,
Got one.
is it Dog Man Encounters with like a werewolf? Or what does his thing look like? Or Dogman and Paranormal?
Yeah, I got that butt nuggets. I didn't know it at first. It was a ribeye. I wouldn't pay $28 for it. I don't think.
Oh
But I,
no,
you know,
but for
yeah,
what you got it for, that's awesome.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I couldn't let it go.
No.
It's actually too big for me. I'm in one sitting.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, I got it. I clicked the wrong one.
I love ribeyes. I got some, 3 of them the other week at Ingles.
Mhm.
$9.89 a pound versus $16.99 a pound on sale.
That's awesome.
And I went back a few days later and they sold out. They said, we sold so many, they ain't got no more meat.
Wow.
Ribeyes left. And I forgot to get a rain check.
Yeah,
Get
those are my favorites too.
mine too.
Yep. They're always so tender and
Yeah.
the flavor is so good.
Mm-hmm.
I got him, bro.
Yeah, I love them.
I went over and subscribed, said hi, left him a thumbs up.
It's one of the few steaks you can actually sit and, bite it and chew it easy.
Right. You don't have to do a whole.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if the steak is this big, it's 5 minutes aside, and that's it for me.
That's right.
Yeah. I
want
actually,
Two in the center.
I think mine was 1.5 inch at Ingles, and it took I did 6 minutes per side, and I use a Therm Pro temp monitor, and I got it medium in internal temp. Since I got that Therm Pro, man, that thing has helped me cook burgers absolutely juicy, not dried out, chicken not dried out. I got it on my refrigerator. I'll pull it out and I'll stick it in the center, of all the meat, and it's fantastic to have for grilling. It is.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm. I got it $18 at Walmart. They were usually about $50 or $60, something like that.
Right.
And I got a 2-year extended warranty on it, and I signed up online. They gave me a 3-year warranty on it, on top of it too. And $18.
Great.
I should have bought 2 of them.
Yeah.
See, I like beef tartare, so I'll eat beef raw. I don't care.
I've did a lot of rare steak. There's a
And
guy.
you can actually chemically cook beef.
Right.
You slice it thin like you were gonna do
Shake.
like shaved,
Mhm.
and you put lime juice in it, and you let it sit in the fridge, and it chemically cooks it, and then
Wow.
you can dice it up and make your beef tartare that way.
Huh. I didn't realize that.
You can use lime juice, lemon juice.
Mm-hmm. That old pellet grill cooks some good doggone beef chuck burgers. I ain't kidding you. Man, I enjoy them. I put a big old about an inch slice of pepper on top. I just slice it through and put the whole thing right on top of the meat and let it cook. That onion just rolls right down into the meat. And I'll eat, I'll put the onion on the burger, but then the onion that's left, I'll eat it just off the plate.
Right.
Cooked.
I love it.
I tried purple the other week. I bought 2 purple, and today I bought a yellow. But yeah, they're good. This grill's the best thing I've bought in years. I bought the large one. It's on $458, I think, $449. I can't remember now. And it's one of the large Pit Boss brands. And I got a cover for it, which is thin and cheap, but I paid $50 for the cover. And but almost every few days, I'm out there grilling something.
Oh, that's good.
I did wings, burgers, ribeyes so far.
All right, well, Stewart restarted his phone, so he's gonna come back up. So hopefully.
Yeah.
And it's weird because even an Android or iPhone, they shouldn't echo. Now, if I come up on my phone while I'm on my laptop, then it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Until I boot myself off of here and be on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
See, I have a flat. Well, mine's not a Blackstone, but it's basically the same thing.
I need that. I need a Blackstone for my grill.
And what I have a big flat top grill. It's just like a Blackstone, it's just not the Blackstone brand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off brand too.
It held 22 pounds of frickin' chicken.
Wow.
Yep.
for my cousin's wedding on the 1st of this month.
How the wedding's already happened? Oh boy, it's echoing. Bad.
For whatever reason.
Is that
it's still-
better?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Hello?
Is your speakers turned up loud?
Nope.
You got 'em-
I've got my speakers at the minimum.
You may have to do a headphone or ear things, earbuds. Could be causing it. Mine will on low sometimes. I got these right here. I bought $13 at Amazon. I plug it into my wire, and it goes behind my back, and they work good.
Good.
And
Right.
they're up.
What you doing in the background?
You don't want to know.
Is that better?
Keep talking.
Yes.
Sounds like
lot better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Much better.
fixed. What happened?
I found a set of earphones.
There you go. Yeah. A lot of people do that low volume. It never works for me for some reason. I just gave up on it.
Wayne's got fleas.
Oh, them things bite, sting you.
I got dry skin, like.
Oh,
You
My
got
do-
fleas.
who, me?
No, your mother.
I am
Hitting that wall door.
flat out lice. So listen.
Right. Well, let me swing the fan round then.
How often do you fish, Stewart?
Pardon?
How often do you fish? Do you do live fishing or video fishing?
Yes, I do. I do a lot of live fishing if I can try and get to places to do it.
Nice. And I bought a pole here a while back. I told my brother today, he was over here. I had to put lap of scope rings with a thing and make it line it scope rings up better, and with some grit, some compound,
Mhm.
and got him bore sided. Actually, his 22 Ruger 22 bolt action, and brand new gun. He put a $50 something Tasco scope on it. Nice scope, and he bought a fishing pole a few weeks ago. Anyway, I told him I was getting that. I told him, I said, when it cools down now, I want to go fishing. I said, we bought them crappy poles I didn't need, them expensive poles that's nice. I said, I'd like to go. I don't want to go by myself. I'd like somebody to go with me.
Oh, no. He got crappy fishing poles, he said.
Oh,
And he put scope rings on.
Yeah. And the poles are nice poles. They're $50 fishing poles.
Yeah.
I just call them crappy.
And George,
Yeah.
that video I sent you earlier was literally of me doing it maybe 10 minutes.
good.
That's
That is.
My
Okay.
fingers.
I'm still
Okay.
your fingers are bleeding.
Not yet.
No, they hurt.
They hurt. Yeah.
They have a thing called finger ease. It comes in a spray can.
It's almost like on your fingers when you're bowling.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
finger ease. Brings-
I got
Well,
some.
it didn't help the way I was sitting either, so I'm gonna probably do it like outside or something.
Fingers numb. You're going to spray it on your head and your face.
Yeah, it makes you put. Here you go.
I seen Johnny Small Pepper. I always want to say something, but I don't. Pepper
Good, get me some.
did a live stream today. I missed it. I was going to watch it for a minute.
Oh, trust me, he's been called the other word.
I know. I've heard. I've seen it.
What's up, crazy hillbilly?
I don't know if I'd want the name Pepper on YouTube. You know, that's just me. 'Cause everybody jokes about it. But anyway, I watched a little bit of it. He come on like color like he was blue.
You
Like
just
the,
sticks and stones will break your bones, but words and bullets hurt you. Oh,
that's where I was telling daughter and people, you know how people get upset these days. And I was telling my daughter, I says, I was raised up at the time where we always said sticks and stones may break my bones, but words never hurt me. We didn't worry about words when I grew up.
No.
You could say anything. We didn't cry. We didn't get, bent out of shape if somebody said something. Might get mad occasionally if they said something, bad.
Hey, Bob, how you doing? Well, I'll
it
just
was.
keep the version that came to my head to myself.
Oh, I know which one you mean.
Are you sure? Yes, that one.
Well, Bob may be listening tonight. I text him today. He didn't text me back. Most of the time he does. I still can't believe I had you blocked. That is weird.
Me either. I'm quite pissed now, Elliot.
Well, what do you think about me? I've been thinking, God, she just don't say nothing anymore to me.
I know. It's freaking nuts.
Yes, weird.
Yeah, Fluffy been out. Thank you.
Huh. I tell you what, start talking about software and bugs right now, about the phone. I was on YouTube that day, and my main channel page, guess what? Instead of my Rumble link up there, in my main picture, it's gone. Yeah. They did some kind of software upgrade, and they got it down there now where it says Bitly on the left side, lower, where it says about my channel. And I looked at it today and I said, what the crap is that link doing there?
Yeah.
Well, I went in, took it out, redid it, and I still can't get my link to go into the picture of my, with a little Rumble icon, avatar or label. So whatever Google did, they messed it up. And I can't get it to function now.
That figured.
So I took the link off. A lot of my stuff, I didn't know it. I knew my live streams went to Rumble, but all my videos, shorts, everything goes to Rumble.
Oh, it's the word.
Jungle Bob, repair. I was doing my stream and got carried away.
It happens.
Yeah, it does.
I'm good, girl. How you doing?
I went in a few months ago, and got into politics on a coffee stream. Started stating too many blunt things, and I decided to take it down. I just got through and I deleted it. I said, nope, I need to stop that.
Yes, Mommy forgot you were out there. I'm sorry.
Hey, brother.
Come here.
Broccoli.
Come here, buddy.
Crazy hillbilly. How you doing?
Mom, you can't switch your camera like that. We're not in Messenger.
What camera do you use? Your laptop camera, Tasha?
Who? Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it looks pretty good. I'm thinking about buying me a Sony mirrorless, basically DSLR, but it's really a mirrorless. I'm still pondering it. I hadn't bought it. It keeps me from being so washed out like I am now a little bit. That the light don't look as harsh. And MacMan, a guy I know, bought one. Boy, it's a Sony ZV-1. You talking about good, nice for a live stream? Wow. Man, I can set and do the white balance, like on a bench. And it's also, I can take, let's say, raise this up here. And I can, it'll automatically zoom in on the whatever I hold up.
I've rigged it up.
What'd you do? Cal?
There he is.
Squirrel's got a giveaway.
I've rigged it up.
Oh.
Hey,
I'm back.
look at
I
everybody.
seen that. I had to kick you the other side.
The witch is back. All right.
Except nobody can
Have a
see you.
hot time tonight in the old barn. Come on,
We've
Rat.
got a lot of thunder.
Mom, nobody can even see you right now.
Buddy, Rat.
I'm not paying attention. Too loud. I don't think so.
Been thundering and raining today.
Regularly.
Mother!
Who got the wickedest tongue?
We cannot fucking see you. You're gonna make your mother fall out the dang
I'm
chair.
gonna put him back out.
Black screen.
That's because you made him a nut.
Tasha, come get your brother.
How about you fix your freaking camera before I come get you?
What happened?
We cannot see you.
No. What you been up to, Wayne? What's going on?
Just got a new machine today.
Did you?
A new heat press machine. This one right here.
Mm-hmm. I may need to maybe check some of your prices for T-shirts and some hoodies or something like that. Eventually, talk with you.
I did Bernie's in Maine. This is my new gadget. A new heat press.
That's for the kind of like the iron-on type transfer.
Yeah, but I use it for curing my plaster inks too. 400 degrees.
I used to have my roommate was kind of wanted to do T-shirts years ago, and he had one of the $700 big, like 18 by 18 or 20 by 20 press. Man, I saw that thing.
One of those.
You got one? Yeah, he had. It's nice. His sister wanted me to sell it, and I sold it. They didn't sell it for about. I wished I'd kept it.
I have my own T-shirt press. A 4-color press I built myself in 1999. I still have it.
Wow,
it's huge.
My daughter does the kind of the shirts that you do online and puts Clorox on the shirt and highlight and then puts the print on it. She does a lot of that on the computer.
I only do the computer by designing the logos. I use waterproof stencil film from Fix-Ons, and I put the motion on the screen and put the logos in and put them on the exposure unit for 12 minutes, and then you put it under cold water and wash them out, and they come out and dry them under a high-speed fan. There you go. Hey, Tosh, I think I got a sunburn in my arm.
Yeah, he's the guy's late.
Right here. It's very. I guess it's a matter. I got too much burning on here. Oh well, I'll live with it.
The guy that usually invites me every week, it looks like he's either late or he didn't send me a link, so that's okay.
You, that one is out.
It's a show I go on, and he asks us questions, and we got to go through sometimes 6 or 8 people. Oh my God! You got to sit there for endless times a mountain, not say nothing. Long time period. I enjoy the show, but it's just the format of it. Sometimes I kind of get bored.
What size shirt do you wear?
I did wear extra large, but I've been buying T-shirts and stuff 2X now. They're just more comfortable, and they don't shrink on me, and I don't dry them anymore either. I hang them.
Well, Elliot, they don't shrink anymore. They make them unshrinkable. Just wash them in cold water, inside out, and they don't shrink.
Shoot, mine always have. I buy Hanes T-shirts.
Those shirts now don't shrink anymore. They used to, but they don't.
Thin regular T-shirts, cotton.
Yeah, I do. I get like 50-50 polyester and cotton.
Oh, okay, that's probably why.
Yeah.
My T-shirts shrink. I ain't kidding you, man. If I dry them, they start shrinking.
Well, I use Gildan. Gildan don't even shrink. I use Hanes for years. They never shrunk on me, unless you watch them in the wrong temperature. They'll shrink. If it's hot
I do it on normal. I should do it on low, but I do it on normal, and it does get warm.
Well, you put them on high. I always do, and they don't shrink. It depends if you wash them in hot water. They will.
I don't do that. Yeah, I use cold. Yeah, I don't even use the dryer anymore for my T-shirts. I sleep in T-shirts. I like them.
I use the dryer all the time. It never shrinks.
That's weird because mine do. I can show them to you. They shrink.
Well, find out that you're talking about. I don't know what kind of shirts you're referring to. I never heard of them shrinking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, every cotton T-shirt I've bought in the past 15 years, if I after a few weeks of months of drying it, it just slowly starts shrinking. And don't shrink a lot, but it shrinks maybe a size or so. I can tell. The length goes up like 4 inches, at least. And,
Mine never does. It's weird.
I've never
Yeah.
had that problem with Hanes before.
I bought 6 Hanes a few weeks ago. I had 8 Hanes, and every single one of them has shrunk up.
Where you buy them from? Where you buy them from?
Bought them at Walmart or Costco.
Oh, forget it. That's shirt you wear to sleep. The ones you
Yeah,
print
they're
on-
the thin, just regular T-shirts. They're not the thick
Yeah,
T-shirts. They're thin,
man.
very
They
thin.
shrink. They will
Yeah.
shrink.
That's what I was talking. Yeah, I
But
buy
if
the
you're
thin.
printing the logo on them. The shirts I wear and
Mhm.
make printing on, they don't shrink. They don't shrink at all. I understand what you're talking about.
I thought I was late too.
My daughter bought me some Hanes now. Looks like T-shirts, and they're kind of thick and heavy duty.
Put down my
Yeah.
underwear,
I won't
They
wear
don't
them.
shrink.
Yeah, they may not. Yeah, I agree.
Those are really good.
Oh my Lord.
I think I got 6, 7,
And
8.
don't blame me for the brother.
Don't blame
KKs.
the brother?
Or the hay.
And not my fault you crazy.
No, I ain't putting on no weight. I've actually lost weight. Actually, about 10 pounds. But yeah, thin cotton T-shirt shrink in the
Does
dry.
George have his phone on?
Yes.
Turn the volume off.
Turn your
Down.
volume or put it in your ear.
Hey,
Listen,
Slim Twiggy, how you doing?
Good evening to you.
Slim Twiggy, hello.
Because he's gonna hear everything we're saying through your phone.
Yeah.
It's gonna be delayed on YouTube, so it's gonna sound retarded.
That's why I was.
That's normal.
I mean, I know that's what he's used to listening to, but that's besides
No,
the
saying that horde of hay, that's normal. It's retarded. In other words, a JA.
Hey,
Well, that's because he's been taking that or hanging around you too much. Your jackassness is rubbing off on him.
thank you.
Not
I
a
love you,
jackass.
Tasha.
What the hell?
Well, Tasha's rough on her mother, huh?
Oh my Lord.
You don't hear this. Let me tell you something. My mother used to call me an asswipe all the time when I was a little kid.
Wow.
And my grandmother used to yell at her because she used to call me that so much. She said that I was going to start thinking that was my name because that's how much she called me.
You mean
Wow.
that's not your name?
Asswipe.
Jackass.
Oh,
Dipshit.
I'm going to just bite my tongue.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No. Because I would take it way past the level that it is right now. So no.
Oh, come on. You don't think your mother...
No, because then I'd have to either put the stream on private or delete it, or they may shut it off.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you mean like it to me on the radio station?
Yeah.
Granted, yes, my monetization isn't turned on, but the bot is always watching the live.
Right.
So if stuff is taken too far out of context, they will zip it.
Then you're telling your mother to zip it.
Oh,
No, you just can't say certain things because then
I know.
whether my monetization's on or not.
that's like I say, even the firearm community, some of them, they can kiss my royal ass.
That's right.
We
Last
got some
of this country was free speech.
99.8 or 9% of the guys in the firearms community are really good guys. There's a few kickwads. And what's weird is
brother.
what it is, they pretend in the lives that they're real friendly and go, hello, brother, but they won't even return your text. Won't even speak to you, but they'll act like, yeah, they'll act like on the side chat.
Mhm.
Good to see you, man. Hello, brother.
Okay.
Phony.
You know
I
when you
got a bunch of those. Or the
Hey.
good one is them trying to tell you that you're not blocked.
Huh.
Like, you know how you had accidentally blocked me? Okay?
Yeah.
I'm not dumb. So there's a couple people on here that was friends with, and I'll go on the stream and say, hey, why haven't you returned my text?
Right.
Oh, I never got a text. Okay, the only way you're not getting my text is if you're blocked, if I'm blocked on your end. Because if you're not blocked on my end, you can still send me a text. But if I'm blocked on the other end, you're not going to get it. And that's what these people did. But then right there in front of everybody, just blatantly lie that you're not blocked.
Yeah. But Bob texted me a few months ago, and he says, "Oh, you need to go on this guy." I'll say, "This guy's streaming. He's doing a giveaway." I says, "Things are not as they always appear, Bob." He goes, "What do you mean?" I said, "We'll talk about that later." And I explained it to him. I says, "Some people on there pretend to be your friend, but yet they won't even return a text. They won't even put you on a panel. They don't do nothing. They treat you basically like you're in the doghouse. But
Yep.
yet to the audience, they pretend like you're really okay. You're great." And I think, how do you do that? I sincerely, if I talk to you, even if I probably didn't like you, I'm still going to be polite and talk to you. Maybe if I somewhat didn't like you, I would still even probably bring you on the panel as long as you're decent.
Right.
But that's just the way I am. But some of these other guys, God Lord, you know what it is? They're off in their little cliques, in their little camps.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody talks about being, let's all coming together as a community. Let's all support each other. Hogwash is what it is. Yeah. So I'm just streaming. Don't worry about it. I got a few guys that'll come on the panel, and I got I got okay following. It's not bad. I had what did I have? I was slow there because I don't stream regular. I had 27 or 31 peak for a few minutes. And surprised me. I had a panel on though. Usually, if I got a panel, I do pretty decent. About 3 people. When you get 6 and 8 people on a panel, it is tough.
Oh, I've had numerous full panels. Don't bother me.
It don't bother me, but a lot of the guys, you got to constantly, they're sitting there for long periods, not saying nothing, and you kind of have to say something to them to get them talking. You don't want them to feel bored.
Elliot, what kind of fish do you go fishing for?
Usually, bottom catfish on the bottom.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I've did a little bass fishing. I'm not as big on bass fishing. I probably would if I had a bass boat. And I was on a bass boat a few months ago for a couple of hours. My granddaughter's father-in-law had one, and we were on Lake Russell here in Georgia. And boy, it was fun. I enjoyed it. We mostly just went cruising. We didn't do any fishing. I was at the beach with my daughter, and he come along. He said, "You want to go for a ride?" And I said, "Yeah." And boy, it was a blast. He had all those fish finders, big ones, like $2,000 ones.
Yep.
Wow. 80-foot deep water. You could see the landscape, how it went down deeper. You could see the fish down there. He said some of them probably were cats because they were on the very bottom.
Right.
And,
We had the same thing in our boat.
Mm-hmm. So that was the first time I've been on a boat actually with the fish finders like that. That was interesting. I liked it.
fishing with dynamite.
Now,
But yeah, I used to do a lot of catfishing. Back in the old days here in Georgia, you could go to like Lake Lanier. I mean, just pack up right now and go up there and go in a cove, pitch your tent, build a fire, and stay 2 days, no problem.
right.
Then all of a sudden they started. Apparently too many knife fights, too many gun people drunk. Oh no, now you got to go rent a place. And half the time where you rent at's no good at fishing. Your campground.
Yep.
And I hate it. But back in the 70s, man, you look at the island, there'd be tents out there. You look at all the banks, just tents everywhere. And you could just sit there and night fish night after night. And I enjoyed it back then.
Oh, yeah.
It was fun.
Fun.
Daytime, I'd swim a little bit. Sometimes I was weird. I would go out there and shave and shampoo my hair in the lake
Yep.
and take a razor. And people look at my friends will be remember my ex-wife or wife at the time, I guess, and girlfriend. She would say, "You're a trip." I said, "Yes, I have to shave and shampoo my hair." Yeah, I use lake water. I used to actually go to Lake Lanier in what month was it? I've actually been in Lake Lanier shampooing my hair in April, and it is cold in
Yeah.
April. In April. Now I was 30 years old, and I didn't care about the cold
I
at
remember
that
being
time.
in the water that early.
Do you? Yeah, I just go out there and start walking. And Miles, my friend, looked at me and said, "How do you stand that?" And I'd have a bottle of Prel. And I just soak my hair up. And he said, "People think you weird." I go, "I don't care." Yeah.
Remember, we used to go up on the Conjumuk River, Tosh, with the little stand,
Isn't that one where we stood under the falls?
stood under the falls, got washed up. Yep, that was, well, it was April. Start camping in there in April and end in October.
Nope. I had a feeling I was going. They were going to start not biting me on that show. They sent me a late email the other week, and I knew when they sent it that it was a single email. It was not in the. In other words, I wasn't in the batch email. I knew that.
Hmm.
When I just kind of noticed those things when people send links and email. In our community, we
The
don't do
one that
links
was
hardly.
going live tonight.
Pardon?
The one that's going live
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah. I usually get an invite every week. Last week I didn't make it. I wasn't feeling well, and but usually I'm there every night from 10 o'clock till sometime 12:30 on that show. And don't get to bed till 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Are you awake, Stewart?
Yeah, I'm awake. I'm just trying to basically say to this gentleman that's I don't know his name that
Elliot.
he asked me a question and I never got a
Mhm.
chance to answer him. I've just been waiting patiently to answer him.
Well,
About
go
the
ahead.
fishing?
I'm from Scotland
Oh, okay.
and I do a lot of sea fishing, but my main forte is a lot of fly fishing.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So
Somebody wants to fish for fun.
nice
never
meeting
did.
you, Elliot.
Nice meeting you. I've never fly fished.
Maybe they're tender.
Ask him, George was.
I use Stewart. I use used to use Zepco 33s, the old 80s models, and I've got some 733s, 20-pound test on it now. I got one titanium and two stainless steel ones. I don't have any of the bait casters at this point. I did have a few years ago. I got rid of them.
What the hell kind of a net you got to use for them?
I've been watching a fishing show here in Georgia called Hog Leg. Yeah, you was in there. Yeah, you was in there, Tasha.
I'm the one who shares link, Elliot.
Yeah, I actually got it. I seen your link, and I actually went in there, and I enjoyed it.
I usually keep up with Hog Leg. I mean, Hog Leg's good.
Well, they catch some. That one guy, he caught that 30-something pound cat. That thing looked like it's 50 pounds that night. That was a whopper.
What's the matter with you, Mom?
He goes fishing for bass,
I'm gonna go in that stream and tell everybody hello for a minute.
Okay. Update on KP as of 4 hours ago.
Yes.
Caitlin, which is his daughter, she said they gave him 1 unit of blood today because it was at a 6. Now it's a 10. His condition's still the same. Tomorrow, Sunday, she's going to the hospital to be with him. So she will call us tomorrow evening with another update so we can keep you all posted as much as possible. Y'all are amazing. She and us so much appreciate all of y'all's love, prayers, support y'all have for KP and Caitlin. Thank you. Hashtag KP Strong.
He streams early, don't he? 4:30 a.m. sometime, 5:30 a.m.
Since KP's been in the hospital, he's been going from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. But when they were doing their shows, it was 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. Before that, it started at 2 a.m.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, that's a late one.
And then they've been like adjusting the time.
Mhm. I like the way they bring those guys on and they sitting there catching fish at night. That's cool watching them catch them.
Oh yeah, Pontoon Jody's another one. She catches
Yeah,
monster catfish.
I've watched her quite a few times.
Big shout out to Skipjack Cindy and No
Yep.
BS catfishing.
Yep. Skipjack Cindy. Yep.
Those catfish,
Big
when they're large,
shout out
they're
to her.
awesome.
Thing is,
I'll
though,
eat catfish.
I've got
Go ahead.
across here. We've got the biggest catfish of them all.
Now, what country you say you're in again, Stewart?
I'm in Scotland.
Scotland. Okay, I was thinking you said Scotland. Okay.
We've got the big Welsh cat. We've got Welsh catfish here.
Mac Man, I go. He's my co-host sometimes now. He's from Wales. Got a guy named Russell. He comes in UK and says hello in some of my coffee streams during the week. And he's in a gun forum I belong to, or a moderator in firearms forum.
Normally, when you do your morning shows, Elliot, I'm sorry, but I'm napping before work. Hey, Don R,
no
how you
problem.
doing? Because normally
Yeah,
I
no.
wait. Because typically, I'll get home anywhere between midnight and 2:30 in the morning.
Right.
So most time I don't get to bed till 3. And then sometimes I'm back up at 5. And then typically I'll lay down anywhere between 10 and 11.
Right.
And try to sleep to 1. But this one over here doesn't allow it.
Wow.
And who's that then?
Huh?
And who's that then?
The little turtle.
That right there.
Oh, okay.
You leave my bear alone.
No,
You ever-
because Jamie gets ready for work around noontime. So if I'm still napping, this little shit, he will not sit still.
Wow.
And I have him locked to my wrist because I don't trust him to get off the bed during the night. So he's leashed to my wrist. So when Jamie's getting ready for work, he's jumping around like a freaking grasshopper. And of course, my arm's going like this.
Can you picture that?
Hello.
I didn't
Hello,
say
Don R.
like this. I said like this.
I have to put my mixed black lab in his big giant dog pen at night. Most of the time, sometimes he's a handful here in the house. Now all he wants to do is stay in the house. They don't want to be out in the yard at all.
It's all right. George wanted to know why anyone ever want to go.
Oh
He
my!
says, "What the heck do you get him on the hook? And what kind of a net do you use
For what?
for flies?"
When you go catfishing, you go bass fishing, and I don't understand fly fishing because why would you want to catch a fly?
I time my own flies for trout fishing.
Yes, but we're on that channel again, up down the yellow brick road. We're off to see the wizard.
That's another fish I like. I love trout grilled.
Think like everybody else.
Trout's really good.
Oh, I love trout fishing.
Mm-hmm. So catfish and trout, my two favorite. Gee, I love those big catfish. They just look cool when you hold them up. They're so huge. I
Right, so
fished.
we've got the biggest ones of them all. We've got the Welsh catfish across here.
Mm-hmm.
They things can get really big.
Gotcha.
What's the heaviest one you've ever caught? Or biggest
Don't
one?
I
believe
don't
that.
catfish.
How much hair?
Oh, okay.
I only do trout and sea fishing.
Oh, okay.
Biggest sea fish I've had is actually my profile picture. It's on my YouTube channel.
I'll check it out.
Nice
Yeah,
to-
good to see you, Don.
I did a live a week past Wednesday. I think it's week past Wednesday. I did a live through an Arborough. I caught a dogfish live on YouTube.
Okay.
Basically,
check
the
you
other word
out.
for a dogfish. The other word for a dogfish is a lesser spotted cat shark.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
You all right?
Why in the hell
What?
are you barking?
Because he's starting in on me.
Oh, God.
Oh my lord.
Why were you barking?
The dog
Last time I know you didn't walk on four legs.
I was barking at the dogfish. I wanted to know if it needed a leash. Ow. Oh,
I used to fish for
Why
brim
are you mad at
quite
me
a bit.
now?
Well, brown trout.
Yellow belly brim. My daughter calls it.
If you get but basically all brown trout have got a yellow belly. It's like they call them butter
Yeah.
bellies. I mean, every brown trout that I've caught has always had a butter belly.
Mm-hmm. I caught quite a
And
bit when I was young.
the biggest one I've had of them is 3 pound, and it was a wild fish. It wasn't a stocking.
I've actually, when I was young, we actually grilled them. I didn't like them like I do catfish, so and trout. Didn't care for them as much.
I did trout on my blacktop, but I wrapped them in foil.
Mm-hmm.
they're all right if they're native trout, not stockies.
Well, the ones I have in the freezer, I think, are a mix of both.
Yeah.
Because I need 1 more gallon bag to even make a meal. But we haven't gone trout fishing.
Yeah, because sometimes the ones that get stocked, I don't know, Dad always said they tasted like liver. I just said they taste like alfalfa pellets.
No, trust me, there's a huge
How you
difference
cook them? I
of
cook them in a bunch
there's
of butter.
a
and
huge
garlic.
difference in taste when it comes to doing trout. I mean,
Right.
I'll be honest. I mean, next year I'll be doing like 30 years fly fishing, which is just basically trout alone. Sea
Mhm.
fishing is just a thing I've just started up. Wild fish always taste a lot better than the stuff that you get out of a pond. Stockfish. I call them stockies. Sea
Right.
stock trout, like stock rainbow trout. They are the world's worst.
They're
They
nasty.
really are.
They
They are
really.
nasty. They're
Yeah.
tasteless. They're earthy. They're bland.
Mhm.
I mean, I
Depends
have
on
gotten
how they're cooked.
Natasha. It doesn't matter how they're cooked. They're useless. The only thing that they rainbow trout are used for, as in like the ones that are fed in pellets. And in all honesty, the only thing that they're good for is giving them a dog food,
Cat food.
cat food, dog food.
Yep.
They're not fit for human consumption. To me, they're cancerogenic things.
Yeah, they're nasty.
They're full of nastiness. And
Mhm.
yet they say, oh, it's good for you. They're full of this and that next thing. Nonsense.
I don't care. I'm eating either one. Stocked, native, I don't care. It's going in a fry pan with butter and minced garlic. It's all going to taste the same.
It doesn't taste the same. There's a
Mm-mm.
huge difference in taste.
Oh my God.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is I don't care if it's native or stocked. I'm going to eat it.
Ah.
Well, it's New Year or cat anyway, Tasha, but never mind.
You know George is recording you over there, right?
Yeah.
Mother.
You know what he just said? He said a friend of his used to eat dog food,
Broke his neck
but he broke his neck
when he fell off the
when he
couch.
fell off the couch trying to lick his butt.
I've got that joke. I've got a better version of that joke. Yeah. we've got a supermarket across here called Asda, which is basically like a chain off of Walmart that you've got across there. Guy gets a bag of dog food and takes it to the checkout, and the woman's like, "Have you got a dog? Have you got a pet dog?" He says, "I sure do." So she says, "Well, all right then." So he comes back in the next day and gets the same bag again, massive bag, takes it home. And he's like, he goes in again. She says, "What's the matter with you?" She says, "Oh, I feel awful." She says, "Why?" She says, "Well," she says, I was given this dog food to the wife to eat." she walked in front of the car and got knocked down. It's like, why is this? Oh, I can't say this for laughing. He sat in the middle of the road. She sat in the middle of the road trying to sniff her own butt.
Your Scotty's a
The dog food diet.
And you think I'm bad? I
Oh,
thought
no.
Stewart is
Oh.
son from another mother. I swear to God.
I running away.
Bye.
What are you gonna do? Run to Scotland?
Bye, you guys.
Huh?
That she said she was on the way. I'm like, bye.
Well, I can easily leave, you know. I can just click this red button and poof, I'm gone, and it'll just be y'all up there.
Now, why in the hell would you do that?
Cause I can do this too.
Well, toodaloo to you.
Bye.
Mercy's sake, daughter.
park my truck in the
Well, you
driveway.
said he was your son from another mother, and I said I'm running the fuck away.
Why?
You two in a fucking room together? Yeah, I go into the back 40.
There's nothing wrong with me and your
Back
mum.
50 or back 60. I'll borrow some land.
Now, what the heck? You're gonna leave George? You're right. He's gonna start the whole damn thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back there.
Well, she likes me.
Because trust me, I could be sitting back there on our property line with you, George, and Stewart, and your freaking house, and I'm gonna hear y'all the fuck laughing way out there. The walls of your house are gonna be going like this because of all the laughing and the inhaling and exhaling.
I told you.
It's gonna be like blowing up a bag.
Josh is on a roll tonight.
I told you. Stewart's building his house out back by the beaver pond.
Yeah,
Thank you, mum. Exactly.
he's gonna have a wee little place.
He's
No,
already got wood.
he can stay out here with you. He can stay out here with you, and I'll go sleep in Dad's ground blind.
No.
Speaking of that, I ain't got no modes of transportation, and now, and I gotta finish that. It's already August 12th,
Yes.
so I guess we're gonna be lugging the chainsaw and the gas through the thick grass to go fix it.
You're on the 12th of August.
What's she got to fix back there?
Dad's ground blind.
I thought she fixed that. I gave her wood.
I gotta put a roof on it.
Got to
I
put
put the sides on it. I gotta put a tipped roof,
Mhm.
which
Right.
I'm gonna cut down a couple poplars to make the outside because they have to be at an angle. It's basically like almost like a triangle.
What if we
And
hook
then
Oh, we just cut some Comes down, throw it up there, the mud on the top.
Well, why don't we hook the new cart to Rascal Lee and have him tow it out there full of saws
Because
and
you never
everything
know
else?
where he's going.
It'd be fun to watch.
Yeah, right.
Well, I mean, I could do it coming in I could use the cart going mine and Jamie's path.
You drive
Right.
out there with the
Get
lawnmower.
out there.
Right.
I
Take,
can't because of the rocks.
Yeah.
take the mower deck off.
Oh, that thing would get stuck.
No, well, you look at mine.
George, you haven't been on the path Jamie and I cut.
Yes,
It's not quite as bad as this roadway,
Yep.
but trust me, it's wet.
So
And with no chains on that lawnmower, yeah, it gets stuck.
Yeah.
You know what I told them in the side chat, Tasha? I said, y'all have a great evening. Later, guys.
I didn't realize.
How you getting on, Wayne?
What's that?
Most of
I'm
his
saying, how are you getting on?
I'm being quiet, listening to
In
all
other
you-
words, how you doing?
Maybe I can borrow a 4-wheeler.
I'm doing
Why,
fine,
so
Stuart.
I can crash into it.
We'll have it fixed.
Do
You're laughing. Are you all right?
All I gotta do is repair that car.
There's a four-wheeler sitting there, but unfortunately it's broken.
My 4-wheeler's naked.
Oh, man.
Your sister's gonna beat your butt.
Look,
I watch a lot of
my
CFM's
4-wheeler's naked.
fishing.
Look at it.
Huh.
It's got no,
Looks like Brum.
got no fenders.
It looks like Brum from the UK.
That's
Oh, okay.
what it look like.
I'll show you guys Brum at some point.
I wouldn't mind having one at deer camp running around.
Yeah, they're awesome for that.
Mhm.
My grandson.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Ronan Alexander James.
I'm gonna do some video. I don't know if I'll do a live stream. I'm gonna do some video fishing, maybe, and maybe probably some camping down the road. 'Cause I'm tired. I want to get me a hot tent for the winter.
I think I'm going camping in December.
I want to get me one of
You're
those teepees that has the stove jack.
Yeah,
Put me a little wooden stove in it. Sit there and build a fire, cook on it.
got the bugs then.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is what it's supposed to look like. That's my exact story right there.
Well, they do look.
Mm-hmm. My daughter used to, here in Georgia, had a place that sold those things wholesale. Similar.
And
You're all
now
laughing
it looks
about.
like that.
Stewart,
That's what's supposed to look like.
Wow. Looks like
Look what drugs and alcohol have done to it.
Looks like it's been a wreck.
Yeah, this is
I got it, Stuart.
what it's supposed to look like.
Right.
The drugs and alcohol
my
took
exact
over.
story right there. The 600 Tory. And then because of drunken escapades, it looks like this.
Looks like something out of Mad Max.
It reminds me
It
of
is.
Mad Max. Elliot, Mad Max didn't even have a look at that thing, I'm afraid. Do you ever see like Thompson Tank Engine, right? You see them like as is, and then drugs and alcohol take over, and you just like Rust Bucket. That's it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why it hit the tree. Maybe she was wanting to try and turn it into the steam-driven thing. Free firewood. Turn it into a traction engine.
You know what I should have done, Mother? I should have got, when I financed it, when I had me monies, I
Yes,
should have got the track kit for it.
that would be awesome.
The track kit and the snow plow.
That makes
Oh,
it like a dozer.
yeah.
Yeah, because then you can go
Oh,
anything.
Oh, you'd have to look it up. Couple
And make
grand.
it higher too, right?
Huh?
That track kit makes it sit higher too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Four-wheel drive. Yeah. With full tracks.
Yeah.
That triangle.
Yep.
Which was that?
I don't know. I think she said Jamie's looking it up now.
No, I think they're a couple $1,000.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Let's see. Correct.
They got them for $1. You just
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Track kit. Well, I'd have to look, but this is for a 2015-2016 Kimpex, and this fits the 800. Mine's a 600, and it's $4,495.
Ouch.
44.95.
Ouch.
The good thing you didn't put that on. You would have climbed up the tree.
We'd have still been looking for her.
Yeah.
I mean, what really gets me is like, what does that tree ever done to Tasha to deserve that treatment?
It fell in the
Okay.
pot.
It doesn't matter. What did the tree do
One?
to deserve that?
It was hiding in the puddle, and she said, "You little stinkwat, you're gonna get hit." So she
Oh,
hit it.
so
Oh,
basically, it's like the
at first
Titanic
I
hit
thought
nice.
that was for one
Uh,
fucking side.
What?
It was like the Titanic hit nice. I'm gonna hit that.
That's right.
I was watching something on Titanic on YouTube. You know what they figured out by calculations of how far long it took to get to the bottom of the ocean, and they timed it out perfect. That boat did not break in half on the surface; it broke in half as it was going down underneath the water.
That's right.
Yeah, and a lot of people think it always in the movies it broke right. No, it didn't. It went down whole, and then the tail actually spun around maybe 50 miles an hour, and on the tail was just called what, the stern or the bow? Stern.
That's the stern.
Yeah, and they looked at some imaging of it, which y'all probably seen it on YouTube, and you can tell where it just hit the bottom of the ocean and spun around like it's wild when you see that. I seen it a few weeks ago.
And they also said that it didn't sink on its own. It was helped.
Yeah, I've heard that one. Yeah.
There's 3 million
Yeah.
that opposed the government.
Mm-hmm. Well, they did actually get a image of they calculated it was 30-foot hole, a little line of a seam amounted to 11 square foot or something like that leakage, and they calculated how long it would take to sink, and it sunk exactly the time it did sink. So it was not a hole; it was a seam.
Yep.
That popped open.
Mm-hmm.
Which is you wouldn't think that shit would a seam would do that, but boy, it did it. And a lot of it was that was it those what do they call those things? I forget, hulls, whatever. Under there, they lowered them
it's a
instead of
hull.
raising.
Bulk.
Yeah, bulk. Yeah, bulk. That's it. If they hadn't been so cheap,
Have a good
wouldn't have-
night, squirrel.
figures trying to save money.
Those
Nice,
are nice,
bro.
bro.
Have a good one.
And I,
Those
Right.
tracks are for individual tracks.
Yes.
When it showed the quantity one,
I
I
got
thought
me.
it was just one. So I had to
Okay.
click on the link. And it says that all 4 tracks come completely assembled. So then you just have to pop the tires off and put the track on each axle.
Holy crow.
Got me a bag of Tasha, brand new 100 rounds of Starline 9mm brass.
Nice.
Apparently, Starline has a price where they won't let retailers jack up the price, and Bass Pro sells it as cheap as they do on their own company website. So I bought a bag.
Was it chain links?
Hmm?
Like
No,
chain? Is it like chain beats?
No, it's a brass 9mm rounds for a
it's for a
pistol,
gun.
for a gun.
Oh,
Brand new brass. Yeah, I'm gonna load some self-defense rounds and carry them.
Hmm.
Actually, my own cell. Here's what I got. I got XTP, hollow point,
Right.
right there.
could have done with your help on what day was it? What day are we on? Sunday, Friday. I could have done with somebody's help from across there.
Hmm.
Basically, my head got caved in by the upstairs neighbour.
Hmm. Wow.
I was on a video call to Tasha and kind of aftermath of what happened.
Hmm.
Put it less, put it less. I'm kind of lucky I'm still alive. Like, in all fairness,
Wow.
he grabbed a hold of my ponytail, tried to put my head through the next door neighbour's garden wall, and then he decided that wasn't good enough. I was trying to get myself up onto my, like, stand up on 2 feet. He kicked me in the side of the head, so basically from like here right the way across.
Did you know him?
He's my upstairs neighbour.
He just comes in there and tries to beat you up.
Well, it doesn't help that he's a convicted paedophile.
Oh, okay. Huh. Wow. I would have took a baseball bat and beat him to death.
Yeah.
I tried that with a brush handle that was outside, with an actual proper brush. I tried that, didn't work.
Always get a bat and break their legs, and that'll end it really quick.
Unfortunately, the police came and they just said, right, we're giving you a stern warning. Anything else that happens, we'll process you both and get you both charged. And then you get out and be in front of the judge, and then the judge will decide what happens to you.
Yeah, see, here in America, if you're what to call a primary aggressor, and you're not the primary aggressor, and you fight back, you're okay.
Not anymore.
Here in America, it's just different.
That way.
Not anymore.
I can, as long as I'm not a primary aggressor.
Mhm.
Like somebody comes in my yard saying,
I mean,
tries to beat me up.
I did state for self-defense. I did say it was self-defense, and they went,
Mhm.
"Did you hit him?" I went, "No, I never hit him."
Telling me to go eat
Here now, my neighbor comes up here in the yard, and he threatens me and everything else. All right, he turns around, walks away, and then I attack him. I become he was the primary aggressor initially. Even if he hit me, whatever, bumped it, gave me a head bunt or just got in my face, and all of a sudden I become the primary aggressor because he retreated. And that's where everybody makes their mistake. So here, if you let them be the primary aggressor, you can sit there and beat the holy crap out of them, and our local sheriff will not charge you.
Not in New York State. The victim becomes the primary aggressor.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, New York's crazy anyway. So.
Yeah, it's big time.
Yeah, we got really conservative sheriff here and people, so they don't put up with none of that stuff.
No, the UK, honestly, I kid you not, the law in this country is for assholes. Like,
I don't know.
I've heard about it quite a bit. I hear there's a lot of knife stuff going on there. Because the weapons off the streets or something.
what, across here?
Yeah, knife fights in the UK. A lot of people get injured with knives.
Well, there's like knife crime. Well, that usually happens down in England. That's
Yeah,
more of an England thing. Up here, I don't use weapons. If you're going to fight me, use your fists.
Right. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I always grew up like that too, but
that doesn't work anymore these days.
no. Basically, thing I've learned about fights over the years is psychological, and also if you hurry up and break an arm right quick or a leg or hurt a knee or whatever you can get to their throat, they pretty much go crazy and flip out and can't fight, or they'll give up on you if you really hurt them right away. Well, well, that's the point. If they go get a gun, then they're going to get shot. That's self-defense at that point.
It's YT Taco from this country? Because I can't see chat, by the way. I'm on my phone.
Well, Stewart,
YT Taco is carp, and he's from the UK.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
white
Yeah.
you don't care.
white taco. Yeah, doesn't. Yeah, I've heard that it don't exist in parts of Europe. That's kind of crazy to me. But it definitely. We have what you call here stand your ground in your car, not just stand your ground in your house. We have both here. So if somebody years ago, if you shot a carjacker, you get in trouble. Now, if that carjacker pulls a gun on you or anything, you just raise that gun, boy, and you get him. They don't do nothing to you. And so things have kind of changed the past, actually for the good, the past 8 years, 10 years here. And we're also we don't have to have a.
Australia.
Uh-huh.
Well, same difference, not that far apart.
Yeah, Australia
What?
got rid of a bunch of guns. Yeah.
Carpin's from Australia because I forget the channel was Carpin Down Under.
It's a shame what they did
Okay,
over there
for
with guns in
Carpin.
Australia. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used to. Well, there's one Australian program I used to watch. It was called Underbelly.
Mm-hmm.
That was very interesting to watch.
Underbelly.
You don't like underbelly?
I don't like hillbilly.
Oh.
It was actually it was based on a true events that happened in Australia, and the proper title for it was called Leadbelly. But to make the documentary, they had to call it something else called Underbelly. That's what they named it. It is really interesting to watch.
I know when we had I'll say the flu in America. Remember in the early days, the flu. It had an article in the paper. My roommate here, he was 40 years old. He was a lot younger than me. He comes to me one day and says, and I actually went online and looked. In some neighborhood, he was flying a flag, I think, maybe Confederate. I'm not sure. Well, anyway, the whole neighborhood just got up around him, boy, and started chanting, this, that, and the other. But next thing you know, that somebody in that group goes up and just knocks that old 80-year-old guy or 70-something, just punches him out on his own porch. So my roommate asked me one day, he says, what are you going to do if you fly a flag out here and put it on your pole, say, don't tread on me, and they all come around here like they did there? I says, well, they're going to be in bad trouble if they come around here. This is not, we're not talking about up north. We're talking down here. He didn't know this county. I said, you don't know this county. His name, Joe. I said, Joe, that won't happen here. I said, I'll be able to walk out the door and start swinging baseball bat and knocking them all in the head, and they won't do a thing to me if they come here and try to attack me. It'd be self-defense. Mm-hmm. And there's a guy on YouTube. He teaches. I think he passed away now. He teaches self-defense, and he did fighting pistol. All that. He tells you in the military. He's trained to do this. He said if you want to break up a mob, he said you find the first instigator. He said take him out or injure him. He said the rest will go away and disappear in the streets.
It's exactly how it happens.
Yeah, take out the ones that's really, if it's 2 or 3, take them out, and injure them, whatever you want to do. I'm not going to say kill them, it's not right, but pretty much the crowd would just disperse. And
I mean,
run.
I'll tell you something. The reason being I didn't really want to fight back is because I gave up fighting. I became a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah.
I'll stand my ground. I mean, I'm not going to just say that or you're a coward or whatever else.
Right.
I don't want to fight is because I am fucking bad at it. I mean, I will win by any means possible. If it means if my life is on the line, I will fight to protect my life.
Right. Yeah, I don't like fighting either, Stewart. I don't really, do it.
I mean, I stand my ground, and then basically that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not going to have people walk all over me. I'm not some kind of doormat, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Aww.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm talking about. I don't. Very few fights I've even gotten in my life into. And I ran when I was young. I did run with a wild crowd in Gwinnett County, here, suburbs of Atlanta. And I got tired of the violence, and I left and just changed my whole life around. I didn't want no part of it.
I don't know. I'm too damn short. I'm going to shoot first and ask questions later.
Well,
I will only, talking about that, I'll only do it. I'll only do it if somebody comes at me with a knife or a gun. I'm not going to shoot, do to anybody. If it, you got to make sure you're covered. You can't just, a lot of people think you can't just pull a gun out and start blasting at people. Definitely. Not even here, you know.
Well, I'll tell you one thing I watch a lot of is
Different
the
route.
American crimes that happen in court. I mean, the Parkland shootings that happened with the school. I mean, this guy sat in the courtroom, and the judge handed him down 17 life sentences without parole, and then each count after that it got to 34, so it's another 17 counts of attempted murder. And there's two charges in there that were like basically life without parole. The rest of them were like 20 years consecutive. I was like, why did you even think about doing this in the first place? You just wrecked your life. I mean, there's another one I watched. I mean, the guy who was doing the gymnastics. Basically, he was meant to be the physiotherapist for that, for the female the athletic team, as in for the Olympics.
Right.
He got served 2,100 months.
Mm-hmm.
The judge just only said, "I've just signed your death warrant." It was all over the news, even across here. I was like, why not just shoot him and be done with it? Why keep him in jail?
Have you all seen the show Justified with Timothy Oliphant?
That's I've seen Justified, and I've actually got some here for.
You know what I'm talking about?
I think, yeah, Justified, yeah.
Okay, he was in an interview. You know, he played that. He's doing a new show called Prime Evil or Prime something. Justified, pretty good show. He was telling a story in an interview the other week. He said he was in Chicago and they had the streets roped off, and you're not supposed to go down the signs because they say don't come in the street. It's blocked off. Well, all of a sudden they kept hearing gunfire. He said they're on the set making a movie. They're at least the scene, and all of a sudden they hear this gunfight. This actually happened. Boom, boom, boom. Then boom, boom, boom. I mean, like a friggin' M16. Well, all of a sudden this car comes flying by them, and then another car comes flying by them, and guns out the windows. Boy, they're shooting, just bang, 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 like almost like Road Warrior, Mad Max. And he says, "Boy," and he next day, one of the security guys, policeman, told him, says, "I got a hole in my shirt that night. A bullet went through right on my arm in my shirt."
Wow.
Yeah, they could have got shot. He said it was bizarre to happen on a movie set like that.
Well,
But that's what it's going on in America. They just run around shooting guns left and right. People are, yeah, in some of these cities.
Good night, guys. Good to see you all.
All right, good night, Mother.
Good night.
Good night, Mother.
Night.
I'll tell you something, Stewart.
Great night.
That guy you mentioned his name, that Olympic coach,
Yeah.
he's getting the hell kicked out of him in jail.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going on with him. He's not having it easy. And they end up killing him in jail. Well, I don't care. That lousy is losing.
This is what I kind of. This is what I live my life by.
Yep, but what he did to those Olympic girls was a shame. And he's getting his just dessert in jail. Let's put it that way.
Any of you all ever watched Deadwood? HBO Deadwood, 4-year show a few years ago.
It's been
Boy,
a
that's
while
a good.
since I've.
That's in the Black Hills of Dakota, back when Deadwood was Wild Bill Hickok was there. You talking about more a realistic language, realistic, show. It's a trip. It ran for like 3 or 4 seasons. It was a good show. I didn't watch it till a few years ago. I was kind of blown away. But they come out finally with another final ending of it, another like an hour-and-a-half movie finally. But I discovered it and started watching it. And it's a trip. Boy, they're knifing people left and right, feeding people to the pigs. The Asians are feeding the people to the pigs, dropping the bodies off. And they have no law and order.
I don't know if it's still this way, but it was back. I'll just say back in my first husband's days because he's way older than me. But people went into the superstitious mountains and it was fenced off by the government, and it never came back.
Wow.
They think that there's like an old Indian tribe that lives kind of similar like the Badlands or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Right, Tasha, I'm going to go to bed.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on. Watch a little I've been watching the series Rogue. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you, Elliot.
Yeah, nice meeting you. I'll try to check. If you do some lives, I'll check them out, man.
I do a lot of lives, but it's just it's getting
Hang
time.
on, Carson,
And
I'm getting it.
Good night, Stewart.
Wayne, it's been a pleasure seeing you again.
Yeah.
What do they type? Art. I mean, Tasha, to drop my link.
I got it.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah.
You can check me out. I mean, Tasha will probably drop my link anyway. Thank you very much, Tasha.
Yeah. I'll see if I'm...
Just hook us up there.
Yeah, great meeting you.
Same to you, Elliot. Night, Tasha.
Good night, Stewart.
Night, everybody.
Night.
Night.
There you go. I put his link in chat.
Okay.
There you go, Carpin, and you're welcome. And you are a moderator, so.
Get around to open a new window. Let me mute myself so I don't knock you out with my sound.
Are we awake, Wayne?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. Me too.
I'm just reading some article here about something.
Oh,
I'm sub to him now. Thanks for the link.
oh, you're welcome. But yeah, if you type art in chat, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'd forgotten.
But I can get it quick from my phone.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I watch CFM quite a bit when he fishes, him and Judy. And I watch some of that when he does the guitar. I like that. Guitar music.
There's only 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
There may come more. Music is a powerful thing.
Yeah.
There's only been 2 people in this world as of this second that have ever touched my soul in a way that I can't even tell you. One was my father. I have his guitar. He used to sing all the time and play guitar. And I can still hear my dad.
Right.
When I first found Rich's channel, he did the same thing to me. His voice. So I have my own playlist of his music on my channel, his originals and his covers, which I have to go and see if he added any more. But his one song, Backspin It, is a very emotional song for reasons on his end.
I grew up.
Song just like, like, I don't know, like tears at the soul, I guess you could say. And even if I'm having a good day or bad day, I can listen to that song. But when
Right.
I'm emotional, I'll just sit there and cry, and I'll still sing it. I don't have a good singing voice, but I'll sit there with tears streaming down my face just listening to it because you can see and hear the emotion when Rich sings. You can see it in his eyes. It doesn't matter if it's an
Mm-hmm.
original or he's doing the cover. You can see it.
Yeah, I agree. I grew up with music. You know, everything I did was I grew up in that. You know, when hit records was hitting the radio every week. You know, sometimes every few days. So everything I did most of my life I remember, there was always a song I remember at a certain time of what I was doing. So music is really big in my life. I've been trying to work towards a vintage receiver and maybe a higher audio receiver and get some high quality speakers and listen to some really good sounding music in the house here. I've been wanting to do that for years, and I can
Well,
sit with
all different music can bring you to all different places,
mm-hmm.
like within yourself. It's like reading a book.
Yeah.
Now, you could pick up any book. It doesn't matter whether it's a romance or mystery or Stephen King book or whoever the author may be, Dan Brown, Dean Koontz. But you can still put yourself in this book. Well, music's the same way. Just music, touches, in a way different retrospect than a book does.
Yeah.
Like me, I love all genres except mumble rap and screaming metal. Like, I mean, I like Metallica, like the older groups like Metallica, Nirvana, Guns N' Roses, Leonard Skinner, Pink Floyd,
oh yeah,
Bob Seger.
mm-hmm.
Can just go back, and I can go all the way back to Patsy Cline when you're talking an era.
Me too.
Like,
yeah,
all the way through there. The Beach Boys, Oak Ridge Boys, all of them. I grew up with all that stuff.
Right.
But some of this new music.
Oh God.
Now, there is one artist I absolutely love, and that is Joey Roll. And if you want to hear an emotional song, you go listen to his song that's called Save Me. I can relate to that song in so many freaking ways. And there's another one that's Rex Boy. And I forget what the name of it is.
Thank you, Taco, for checking my channel out. Yeah, music's when it's music, I always relate to the stories in the music a lot over the years. Sometimes what the song's about, what it says, the lyrics.
Okay, so it's RXSE Boy, and the name of it is I Don't Want to Be Me Anymore. And the reason I can relate to that song is because of my PTSD and what I went through and why I have it.
Right.
And with Jelly Roll Save Me, it's basically the same thing, except Save Me is more towards like addiction. And his wife is the one who saved him.
Right. Yeah, I'm a big rock. I like Zeppelin. I didn't get into Metallica, and I don't like the aviator metal where it sounds like a bunch of noise. Alice Cooper years ago wrote an article in a magazine, and he discussed in the I think it was the 90s about heavy metal bands, the state of them. He says they're just a bunch of noise. They don't sound like any kind of music. And so
I like Ozzy though.
Yeah, I do.
Like certain songs, Ozzy. I mean, I can't remember like Shalom, how you doing, Redneck Prepper?
Paranoid, War Pigs. I remember.
Yeah, there's like so many of them because I mean, I was born in 78, okay? My first husband was born in 46. He was 49 and I was 18 when we got married.
Wow.
So I
Yeah.
grew up listening, well, not grew up, but him and I would listen to like older stuff. Not old, but older, 50s, 60s,
Mm-hmm.
70s. And I still like all that music.
Mm-hmm. I used to hang out at a bar in the 1980s when I was 30. And you know what? On the jukebox, I'd play Dion, Run Around Sue. I'd play occasional Beatles song. I'd play a Patsy Cline song. I had so much diversity that people would go, man, you play good music. I'd just cover everything. I mean, I'd just go from one place to the next. I'd listen to some of the 60s rock, some of the 50s occasionally. You know who Dion is? Abraham Martin and John, Run Around Sue, The Wanderer. Yeah, I used to listen to him in 88 in a jukebox, even though it was 50s music. He did the kind of the doo-wop music originally. Him with the, I forget the name of the band he was in. But he's real talented, Dion is. Boy, he can play a guitar, boy. And he does a song I really like. It reminds me of the early roots of rap, even though I don't like rap. King of the New York Streets. I let my daughter listen to it one time, and my granddaughter says, listen to what you're saying. There's kind of a sound of the first rap, the way he sung it. Now, to him, I mean, it was bad as a bone. He talks about King of the New York Streets, cocaine lies, cocaine this. And
Yeah.
so that was kind of a weird, unusual song for the day. But I used to get off kicks like that for months or several years listening to old country, 50s Patsy Cline and stuff like that. It's priceless.
I love Patsy Cline.
Yeah, she's
Her
good.
voice was so freaking amazing.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's timeless. I mean, because you listen to her now, even though it was another era, it still sounds great. It's just
It doesn't matter if 1,000 years pass and say we live to be that old, and we put Patsy Cline on, it's still going to have the same effect as it did when she first sang it. Granted, yeah, I wasn't even a star in my mom's eye then, but
I didn't really get to country probably till I was 20. Really into country probably till I was 27 years old, I think. And I listened to one song in my like 21 years old. I was going to work for floor covering guy. I was in there in a huddle house one day, and I put on something, Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain by Willie. And the guy says, Elliot, what are you doing? You like country? And I go, no, but that's a good song. And I said, and then all of a sudden I started going to a country bar and I liked it. So I started discovering, Conway, Waylon, and country rock, all kinds of mixture of music. And,
see, I grew up with the older country and like the Beach Boys and stuff like that. And older, like I said, I love the older stuff. And even as far as country goes right now, I still prefer the older stuff. And one of my favorite songs that Willie did with now I'm gonna have a brain fart. He sang Ray Charles, Seven Spanish Angels.
Oh yeah, that was a good song.
I absolutely love that song. No, I was gonna bring her up too, Carpin, Janis Joplin. She's another one who had an amazing voice.
That was a good song, that Seven Spanish Angels. Yeah, really was. Yeah, music.
See, now I'm sporadic. You know what I mean? Like most of the time, my Pandora will be on classic country, and then sometimes lately I've had it on shuffle, so it'll shuffle through all my channels, like the older country, classic rock. Then you got like Jelly Roll Station, Callum Scott. He's got another amazing voice, and I always go back to the older country because those voices just remind me so much of my dad. So I always end up going back. But when I listened to country up until I was pregnant for my son. If I put country, I'm not even joking. If I put country music on the radio, he would kick the crap out of me and my stomach. If I put pop on, he'd stop kicking. And I thought it was just a fluke. So I played around with it. I had a cassette player and I had a fetal monitor where I could listen to his heartbeat. So I would put the headphones on my stomach and push play, and it'd have country music. And you could just see him kicking my whole stomach would move.
Wow.
And I listened to his heartbeat as he's doing it. So he's like getting like super peeved off because his heart rate was going up. I stopped it, switched the cassette, and put pop on. I forget which one I put on. And listen, he calmed right down, no movement.
Wow.
So I could not listen to country when I was pregnant for him because he would have a fit. And even to this day, he can't stand country.
Wow. Yeah, I like the old, and I like also in the 80s when country started peaking, really getting popular. I like a lot of that. Clint Black, some Garth Brooks, Rhonda Vincent, the Kendalls, Bill Anderson. He had some Whispering Bill.
Yeah.
Kenny Rogers, he went on. He went to country for a long time. I used to love his love songs in the 80s. And, it's amazing. He the song that got him. I read an article on that one time. What was it? That song that they wanted him to record a song. He didn't want to because he didn't like it. But the song when he recorded it actually cemented him as a country music musician. I think it was A Fine Time to Leave Me, Lucille. I could be wrong. And he didn't really originally like that song, I think he said. But boy, it made a hit and it put him in there. It's very rare you can cross over like that. Pop crosses over. Well, like some of these young people like Swift crosses over into pop. But who else? There's another lady. I'm trying to think of her name back. It was in the 90s.
Miley Cyrus does too.
Yeah, Shania Twain. She kind of got into pop. Was playing on pop and doing videos, and it was a little bit more pop than the country there for a while.
Yes, Redneck Prepper, old bands from the big band era. Yes, even some of the blues music. Now, see, I'm gonna jump right over to Spectrum. Now, I love Bach, and I love Beethoven. When I drove truck cross country, the only two musics, and don't ask me why, that would keep me awake is either Bach or Beethoven, or I would listen to Spanish singing music. I mean, it's not like you can listen to German or Russian or, you know what I mean? Typically it's Spanish music. And I took 5 years of Spanish, so some of it I can still understand. But I don't know why. If I listen to anything else, I'd be ready to take a nap. Yep, Dolly Parton, yep. Yeah, Dolly's got a good voice. Miley Cyrus is her goddaughter.
Yeah.
Dolly Parton. But it's just crazy. I mean, like, how many amazing artists, they're gone. Like Buddy Holly, Janis Joplin, Patsy Cline.
I don't know if we'll ever see such a good music. It was a trip back in the day. I told my granddaughters, I said, they listen to the phone. I said, let me tell you something. You're not listening to music the way it really was intended unless you get you a vintage or a high quality stereo and turn on like albums and put, that.
Oh, you ain't going to hear any music good like you do unless you put on vinyl.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Vinyl's been coming back now.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
More and more vinyls coming out in the stores. I mean, it was Metallica, right, babe? Where they had that big thing of like all their music on the vinyl that was in that thick.
I get original vinyl records by Johnny Cash and stuff.
Oh yeah, I got a ton of records mint back there of everything you can imagine. I got Abbey Road sealed from the 1970s, never opened. I've got the White Album with the original pictures in it. That's 8x10 glossies. I got Sergeant Pepper with the cutouts in it. That's a collectible album. Mint. I got if I go to a thrift store, antique store, if a record's $5, $6, $7, 10 sometimes, if it's a record I know is a classic, I buy it, bring it home. Even though I don't have a turntable right now, I buy it and stack it.
I even got something that you can put on a record on a CD. One of the old vinyls.
Mm-hmm. But like I said, my granddaughters, they don't know what really good. And I told my daughter, I said, you all have never sit down in front of a great stereo system with good speakers and just put on the vinyl and listen to the music. I said, you hear the highs, you hear the lows with clarity. I said, you're not really listening to music on a phone or an MP3. MP3 is missing a lot of sounds too. A lot of people don't realize that. But you
And
do
the whole thing is there wasn't the voice tuner.
Auto tune.
The auto tune.
That's horrible.
Back then, that was their original voice. There wasn't anything making their voice sound any differently. If they missed a key, they missed a key.
Yeah.
It wasn't now like I could freaking go. I can't carry a tune in a freaking bucket. I can go get an auto tune mic and hook it up to the freaking computer and freaking sit here and sing till I pink in the face. And nobody's going to know any different of my voice. Whether that's actually me, granted, yes, it's me singing, but it's not my voice.
Right. I know that I actually watched a show, a guy in England. He talks, he compares Simon and Garfunkel, Elvis, and things. He actually showed he shows the chart of Elvis's where he hits the notes. He said you could not auto tune Elvis Presley. He wouldn't work. It would just be weird. So back then, like Simon and Garfunkel, Elvis Presley, one guy actually stated Elvis in the early days. I said, "Did he ever use auto tune?" No. He said Elvis Presley could sing in tune, especially in the early days. It just hit notes perfect, like that.
They all could.
Yeah.
Johnny Cash.
Yeah, like Simon and Garfunkel.
They didn't use any of that stuff.
I know it's a shame we've got this bad in this country. A lot of it they say is the record producers owns these record companies, or not record companies anymore. But
want freaking these half-naked chicks standing up on stage. It doesn't matter if they have a freaking good voice. They can use auto tune anywhere, whether they're on stage live or not. But if you listen to their music and then they go on stage and sing, you wouldn't even think it's the same person.
Yeah, true. I listen to a lot of Elvis, in Vegas. My daughter's listened to it. Now she's kind of, because we went to Graceland, she's more into it. She says, wow. I said, Elvis Presley could carry a tune, but back in the day.
Carl Perkins was a good friend of Elvis Presley and everybody else. Yeah.
Elvis would not do blue suede shoes because Carl Perkins had it on the radio. He refused to do it for a while. Yeah, I know. I agree.
He wrote 4,200 songs, and some went and re-recorded.
But Elvis Presley showed him respect, and he would not record it.
Oh, yeah, they were good friends. And he has more songs out there that was never recorded because he died because he never got a chance to record. Although a lot of it he didn't record.
Yeah.
His son said that, But he was too generous. He'd do things that, if he was a cotton picker, he would give things away to people.
Yeah,
sometimes people used him, and he didn't really think of that they were doing that, but they were. And son said he should have not let them do that.
I used to love outdoor live bands, outdoors. That used to sound really cool. It's just music would travel.
I got the original Sun record CD he had out.
Cool.
And I have it in my collection.
I wish I could get a hold of some original 45 Sun records.
Well,
I'd like to do that. My mom has we have a jukebox in the garage.
Oh, wow.
That I think has 45s in it. I mean, I told her that we need to find somebody to get it going and hook it up in the garage and have speakers put in upstairs because the eaves aren't fully closed in, you can still hear stuff. And and just listen to the old records because my mom's got old 45s too, plus the regular size records.
Mhm.
I used to, back in the 80s, I went to a bar. They had the jukebox, and they used to have the speakers all around the bar with individual volumes. So 6, 7 o'clock, I go, can I turn it up? I'd run around the whole entire bar, and every bar, and I'd reach up there and turn the speakers wide open. And then every time you play jukebox, it all come through there. Boy, it sound good late at night, loud. So I was always
There's
the guy
nothing
that turns.
greater than going in the bar and putting a quarter in that freaking jukebox,
I
and
know.
pushing whatever song you want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
You really
And
today are horrible now.
I remember going to bar and putting on Itty Bitty.
Hmm.
And I just sat there at the bar. I was drinking rum and coke, and I just started that song. I would die laughing.
I used to spend a lot of money, boy, and from 83 to 90 something. I spent a lot of money in the 80s on jukebox. I ain't kidding
It's
you.
not the same anymore. The music stinks now. All the new stuff. It's
I
horrible.
remember when they come in and took the 45s out in 1987 and put the CDs in. I wasn't too happy, but what happened? I think you get 2 songs, 3 songs for $1. You got more on it if you put $5 in the CD. But I missed the 45 because it was just more affordable. And, I had what, Vicky Van Shelton in the 80s singing love songs. Conway Twitty had some good love songs in the 80s. I used to play those. I played Dirty Laundry, Eagles music. Bob Seger, I'd play Shame on the Moon back then in that same bar, Beeford Highway. I got a jacket back there. It actually says on it, Dudley's Food and Spirits. I bought in 1987 there. Right around 87, 88. Too small for me now, though. Yeah, they say bars used to have a personality. Jukebox kind of suited the bar, and now they got the jukebox in the not bars, neighborhood bars. You get 100,000 songs, internet connected. It has no personality. You just play anything you want. It's on the internet now, linked up to it. And
It's not the same anymore. You do that.
No, it's not.
I mean, you can still find some country bars that still have jukeboxes in them,
Mm-hmm.
but whether they're hooked up and actually work, I know the one that I used to go to all the time, they still had a jukebox. And it was either you listen to the jukebox or whatever band was playing in there live, which was typically a local band.
Yeah.
Some played, some country, a little bit of rock, normally it was like that whole spectrum, but never like rap or any of that kind of stuff. Not even really pop. It was just the softer rock and country.
I discovered one in Athens, Georgia. It was a bar started in 1950s. It's kind of a long shotgun, really long, straight, square building. And you go in there, jukebox full of all Waylon and all that, and they sit there and play all that, man. So it's actually still normal. It's not hooked up to the internet or nothing. I sat there sometime for an hour or so a few weeks ago and had a beer.
I remember when frickin' McDonald's had those little jukeboxes at the tables where you could put in a quarter. And, it had the little speaker, built in. And each little booth had them with all different songs. And you put the quarter in, you pick your song, and it'd play it, at an octave, where you're listening to it, where other people, can listen to whatever they wanted to listen to. But it's like technology went way too fast. When they went from like records and 8-tracks to frickin' cassettes to CDs and to this, it went crazy.
Text me again, Tasha, will you?
Hey, Elliot, did you know Waylon Jennings knew about Buddy Holly?
Yeah.
He said if you went on that plane instead of Buddy Holly, he wouldn't have been here today.
There you go. Okay.
That's he said. If he was in that plane instead of Buddy Holly, he wouldn't be alive today.
I heard that story. Yeah, it's wild how life is like that. It really is.
That's too bad though.
Hmm. I like Waylon back in the day. Boy, he had an unusual sound. He was good.
He's not around anymore, right? I think he passed,
He
right?
he passed. Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
thought
the
he
only
did.
one around's Willie. He's getting so old now. Anything, I don't know if he's touring yet. He's about slowed down. I went and seen Willie in 80, I think 85, 86, 85, somewhere around
Smokes so
there.
much marijuana.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he's a heavy smoker. Yeah.
Just like one of my other favorite songs is La Bamba.
Oh yeah.
I know. He wrote another song named "Old Donna" too about a girl.
Yep.
That was too bad when he died. That guy. It was too bad. So it was a shame. He feared planes too.
Waylon did.
Huh?
Who did? Waylon?
No, the one that guy there that wrote the song Donna and
Oh.
the
Richie
bomber.
Valens.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's one that feared planes. He didn't want to go on them.
well, look at what back then. What happened? Buddy Holly lost his life, and then what you call it? I forget her name now. What was it we was talking about? What's her name?
Patsy Cline.
Yeah, Patsy Cline. She died. Rick Nelson jet went down. I think in the 70s. I think it was the 70s, and crashed. So that lost. Even Elvis Presley was scared of an airplane for years. He rode a bus all the way from Graceland in the 60s and went to. But all of a sudden, he kind of got over it and got him planes. But at one time, he
Richie
wouldn't ride a
Valens.
plane.
Richie Valens had bad nightmares. He was going to die in a plane crash.
And he
He said
did.
Oh,
I know
wow,
he did.
that's
But he
strange.
said
He
that's
didn't want to get on that plane with Buddy Holly and them.
Wow.
They couldn't get the bus fixed.
Mm-hmm.
And I just can't imagine you having that bad a sense that you're going to die on a plane.
True.
And the one time you were actually forced to fly and you lose your life. Because
I
he
don't blame.
always
Yeah.
was on the bus, always on the bus, always on the bus. Didn't
Without
matter
he.
if he was freezing or what.
Yeah, that's what I read about that.
He'd have walked. If he had to walk from the East Coast to the West Coast or take a plane, he would have walked. Because
Mhm.
that's how bad he felt. This like voodoo, whatever, about getting on an airplane.
Mhm.
And that's when that song "Oh Donna" came out. That was a song he sang to Donna.
Yeah, there's a lot of video of Elvis driving his own bus out to Vegas. Not Vegas, but Hollywood a lot during this movie.
how bad the vehicle was. The bus was lousy, piece of junk.
Freeze to
Well,
death
that's
on
what
it.
I'm saying. He'd always be on that bus. He'd constantly be sick because of no heat and no this and no that on that bus.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if I had that, bad sense too about getting on a plane, yeah, I'd freaking walked through 50 feet of snow before I got on the freaking plane.
Mm-hmm.
And the one time they could not get that bus going, he had no choice but to get on that plane with Buddy Holly and them,
Mm-hmm.
and then to lose his life. And then unfortunately, we lost a lot of artists due to drugs and alcohol. And even to this day now, we still lose great artists over the same stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it has less of an effect now than it did then.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the way the era is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because like now we're like all this technology, even a lot of musicians still travel by bus.
Mm-hmm.
And actually somebody's tractor trailer, a musician, hauling their equipment rolled.
Wow.
Do you remember who that was? The band that was traveling here, going from one place to the other, and their tractor trailer rolled with the music equipment on it.
Metallica's tour bus
Metallica's tour bus.
up by, they were heading to Montreal.
They were heading to Montreal.
It was just their equipment. I think the band was already up there.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, just the equipment.
Yeah, a lot of see, there's another guy. God, I'm trying to think. Charlie Daniels. He used the bus a lot over the years. Traveled the United States and concerts, and a lot of bands did, country and even rock. Some of them did it. Later years, I heard that Elvis actually traveled sometime in 2 or 3 jets. Musicians, everything you could think of. He had people in the sky like that flying to the concerts. And, had I think he employed almost 300 people. When you think about the stage hands, you know, the musicians, the backup singers, et cetera, et cetera. He had a huge payroll.
Friends of mine that we used to drive out of Walmart DC in Johnstown. We all worked on, they were owner operators for JB Hunt. Well, National Freight bought, won the contract. So National Freight took over. Well, they weren't going to pay them what JB Hunt was paying, so they ended up leaving. Now, I think they both retired now. I'm not sure about Mike. But they used to actually haul the bands. Like, they'd have to go to, like, Madison Square Garden or, like, Times Union. All these big places, and they'd have to back the trucks in. These weird places to get the equipment unloaded. I'm like, I don't know how the heck you guys can do it. I said, I don't even like, 2-lane traffic where you're trying to, get turned or whatever, backed in or whatever. I said, I could not even imagine trying to back a tractor trailer in a major city to one of these, convention centers where the bands play and everything. I would have ripped my hair out.
Yeah, I told you my brother's a truck driver. He was retired now because of shoulder injury. He drove for 20 years straight. Local. Made some pretty good money too at one time. Mostly worked night, like I think he went in like 4 in the evening and got home about 3 or 4 in the morning typically.
See, my favorite account, because I drove cross country with Swift, Snyder, Night Transportation,
I've heard of Snyder.
JB Hunt. Well, actually, Night and Swift, their kids married, so they're like a partner company, even though they're still separate. But when I was with JB Hunt, and I had like a cake job. Because I ran from Walmart DC to Walmart DC. It was all drop and hook. So when I came home for home time, I'd go down to Jersey City, New Jersey, pick up a load there. They have like a little warehouse. And I would take that load and I'd either go from there all the way to DeSoto, Texas, which is Dallas, Fort Worth area, to that Walmart DC. And they'd give me like, say 5 days or whatever to get there. I would switch my first break. I would take a long break, like almost a whole day, to switch so I could drive nights. So I was always there at least 2.5 to 3 days early, no matter where they sent me. Because you make better time at nighttime than you do during the day and have to deal with traffic.
Yeah, my brother liked it better. He drove around the Atlanta area a lot. And, a few times they wanted him to go out of state. He did, but he mostly didn't do that most of the time. He worked overtime originally. His company, it's funny, when he injured his shoulder, months later, a year later or something, the company just closed up and sold all the instead of selling the company, they just started selling off the trucks and closed down and retired. Is a mom and pop. He actually started there when there's only a few truck drivers. They didn't even have trucks. They leased them. And he was one of the early employees, and he stuck with them 20 years. The only thing, they didn't have benefits, like health care, but their money was pretty good, decent. I'm going to get out of here. It's getting late. I'm going to go watch a little TV.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut her down another 5 minutes.
Great being on here tonight. Seeing you, Wayne, and talking to you.
Yeah, take care.
Tasha, you too.
Good night,
See you.
Elliot.
Night, guys. See you all in the side chat. Enjoyed being here. God bless.
Now it's me and you, Tasha, grandmama.
Okay, grandpapa. And I used to having a full panel.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, 99% of the time it's me, you, and the troublemaker.
Well, this is my new heat press. Gonna be. I can't wait to use this.
Now, what do you use that for?
You can use these for tote bags. You can use these for t-shirts, iron-ons, vinyl iron-on,
Oh, all right, that type of heat press.
or I can use this for curing the ink of my t-shirts and I print them. And that's exactly what I'm going to be using it for, to cure the ink on the t-shirts.
Oh, okay.
Because this will go up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's why I bought this, for that reason. I have another one that has a bar, and I can't put the shirts on the press right. But this will do a lot better job. Want to see the vinyl stickers they put in this?
Well, you showed me the llama. I seen the llama and the tiger or something. Or
Yeah,
lion.
that's what it was. These are vinyl. These are vinyl. You can buy vinyl transfers, and it goes deep in the fabric. I'm thinking about going that way if I want to sell my shirts for a merch, instead of silk screen them, make it easier
Yeah.
by getting some good transfers, vinyl ones.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, their stuff isn't silk screened anyways. It's typically 99% of the time it's iron on
But vinyl
or
is different.
vinyl or whatever the heck you want to call it.
The stuff I get will be non it won't fade. We'll see what happens. But that will do your shirts. I can sit them on the press. Don't have to move them. Just lay this heat press down on the silk screen image.
Mm.
Put the iron on however many seconds, 30 seconds, 400 degrees, 30 seconds, and we'll dry the ink. Cure them, pull them off the press. That's it. That's why I bought this. I want to buy another one too. I don't have two of these. That way you can use. You don't have enough of these.
Yeah,
I have
I
one.
mean, I would, if you could get them like at a reasonable price, you know yourself, it's going to take a heck of a lot less time to do them that way
Mhm.
than it would like how you do them for your customers, like me, Bernie. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like if I had the stuff to do like my own, like if I was going to do that, I would get the heat press and do it that way myself.
but that's the only reason why I bought the heat press, to cure the inks. That
Right.
was my main idea why. You don't have to move
Yeah,
them
well,
off
so
the
you
press.
could do both. You could do both ways. Have some that are silk screened with your channel, and obviously charge a little bit more for those than you would if you make up a logo and get the vinyl to put on a t-shirt.
Mm. We'll see what happens.
Because I mean, I thought about even getting one of those Cricut machines
I've seen one of those.
and make like my own coffee cups because you can go to Dollar Tree and buy plain coffee cups.
I'm gonna go. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a machine that actually heats up the logos and puts them on the coffee mugs and the mugs, and that way they won't come out. They have them out there. You can actually make them, and you know, I'm gonna buy one of those mugs up front. But I want to prep my. See this thing here. You can dry the baseball caps with this too. That's the
Oh
thing.
yeah.
It said that in the book. It said you can make a baseball cap and sit this near the baseball cap and it'll dry the ink quicker. I'm gonna be printing those this year. I'm definitely gonna do them. I will do them soon. A couple of samples. Oh yeah, I found out something tonight.
Uh-oh.
One of my friends has another channel, and I was shocked to know this. Now, I don't know if you're too familiar about Patrick Heaven and Farm, right? I don't think you really know who he is. Okay. They got a guy. Let me see if I can find the channel. He told
Oh,
me
the
about
one
it.
that was in your chat earlier by a different name.
Yep, that's him. And I
That I
didn't know
had to
who it
go
was.
stalk the page and be like, okay, who the heck is this dude now?
And I said, it's I used to be Patrick Having the Farm. I said, why did you change your channel name? He changed his name. And I said, why did you do it? You know how long ago he had that name? He doesn't stay in my channel much. He runs away now. He don't stay in it. It's unbelievably weird. He acts weird. I don't get it. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't understand why. I don't understand what's going on with him. He's acting kind of different now. He's just like he's being distant for some reason. I don't understand what's going on. So why did you change your name? You wouldn't give me an answer.
Yeah.
And I can't figure it out. What's going on with him? Let me see something for a minute. Check on something for a minute. I used to deal with T-shirts with him too. See if he's still in. I think he is. Yeah, here he is right here. To open up, stupid. Yeah, it's his number right there. I thought I had his number. He has the same number. But it's shocking that I asked him, I said, why did you change your name? He wouldn't give me a straight answer. And I was like, wondering why he didn't give me an answer. What's going on? I said, isn't he living on the farm anymore? I don't get it. That was all about his farming and everything. And all of a sudden he said, I'm changing my name. I said, it doesn't make any sense why you changing your name if you're mostly showing your farm equipment. That doesn't sound right. Something happened. I'll find out. If that number's so good, I'll find out. Talk to him. Find out what's going on with him. He'll tell me. I'm good. I used to be. I'm still good friends with him. But this is what I want to order. That's why this thing is very. This is what I wanted to find out how big it was, and I
Yeah.
bought this. And it was big as much as I thought it would be. And I know this is going to be a good thing because this is on the back porch today. My brother brought it in. He said, Wayne, you pressed it. So I'm just excited about that now. So and I make sure I'll use this security ink with it. Leave it on the press and I don't have to remove it. Just cure it. To take the shirt
Yeah.
off the press. And then put the backs on and do the same thing. It's all lined up in the studio. I'm going to do it starting Monday.
And oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited to see how they're going to look with that pink on there.
Mm-hmm. They look pretty good. You can also get, if you wanted to get if someone wanted a hat with a vinyl name on it, or you can get even, what do you call those, kind of lettering made for a baseball cap, like big truck make a. If I get the hat press going, I'll try to print a truck logo on the hat. That does look like this. That would be something. Put puff ink on it. Make it kind of puff up a little bit.
Yeah.
They got ink out there that does that. I got ink in my studio right now. It's white, but it's all for baseball caps. But you know, if I learn to get to know the hat press, I want to print it the way I do on the shirts. You know. So, it's a lot of things I'm gonna accomplish yet. I haven't done yet. I want to do pictures later sometime. If I get enough screens, I can probably, you know. But if I really wanted to make it an easier way of doing this, get a certain transfer that will stay on the shirt for long uses.
Yeah.
Some people do. Seal screen shops do that too. They don't want to go out of the way and go crazy with the screens all the time and everything.
Right.
But this is going to be interesting to use. It is as easy to use anyway. Got to set the time.
Now, how long does it take for it to cure?
What, the inks?
Yeah.
Depends on what they say. If they say it's like, you say if it's 20 minutes, you can put it on 20 minutes and it cures it. I use maybe, what I do is I only use my own time, 30 seconds.
Right.
And it just cures them. And sometimes I use the heat gun if it's trying to puff up. You put the heat gun lightly over it before you fully cure it. And it stops it from going crazy. But I know I'm not going to use that other heat press I was using. I'm going to use this one now. The other one was a pain in the neck. Going through 24 years with a heat press, they had a metal bar in front of you. You couldn't get the shirt on the press right to cure it. Now I got this, it takes over.
Yeah.
This will take over the job now. They call this stuff the pad right here, the stand under here. You can put it in here without it bothering anything when it's hot. And the temperature timer on how many seconds, 30 seconds. And 400 degrees. Start it, turn it on, then start it, and it starts curing it. It'll be good. This is worth the money.
Oh, yeah.
Get
I
another
mean,
one.
that looks like it make it a little bit easier than, having to deal with like this monster machine to do it.
You don't see the other machine. I ever show you the other one? Do you ever see it transfer a t-shirt press?
I don't think so.
That thing's a pain in the neck.
Is
It's,
it the
I
one
have
with the big handle that lifts
Yeah,
up?
but it has a bar behind it, a metal bar behind it, and you can't push the t-shirt underneath it. And I used that for like 24 years. Had it treated like crap by the company that sold to me. I was ready to knock the guy out one day. He was peeving me off, and I was ready to flatten him. But I didn't. I kept my composure because the lady in the office was telling him lies that I said something. And I was walking in, and I said, I don't know what the heck you're talking about. Makes sense, I told him. My fist was ready to, like this. I was a pop his
Yeah,
fat head.
I know how you get, Wayne.
I was ready to sock him and knock him out. And I said, no, I better not do that. I'll get in trouble. I'll speak his face and I'll leave. That's why I don't want them to do it. And I got this one now, so I don't have to look at them anymore. Stupid idiots. You like him? You like me? What he does? Like you told me, if someone got up in your face, you would knock him out, right?
Yeah.
That's what he does to you. He gets up in your face, tries to instigate you. He tries to get up in your face and instigate you. So he does. And I'm saying I'm getting text, and I'm saying, I said to myself, I better keep my cool. This guy over here, I end up on the ground. He'll be flattened out. He's so fat, he probably bounced. So I see something like this. I said, I'm buying this now. Oh, they don't live anymore. Idiot. They're coming out with better stuff now. Anyway, they got better presses you can use. They sell different ones, They sell different ones of these higher ones too, with higher. But this is what I need. So I don't get into any scuffles anymore with people. I kind of mellowed out on that because I used to get real mad and pop somewhere without giving them a chance to speak. That was awful. I used to be
Hey,
real awful.
you react and ask questions later.
I used to be awful. But I don't even want to do that anymore. Oh man.
All right, Wayne. I think we're gonna
Okay.
shut her down.
All right. Take care.
I'll see
Have
you
a good night.
tomorrow night. You
Yeah.
too.
Bye. If there's thunder tomorrow, if it's thundering, you won't see me. Just hope it don't do that. We're supposed to. We'll see what happens. I'll let you know on
We're
the phone.
supposed to storm here all frickin' day. It didn't do a dang thing.
I know that's what I'm saying over here. I'm waiting to find out. So I'll see you tomorrow anyway.
Oh, fine, Wayne. Fine.
I got this in case thunders.
Well, there you go. You can come up on your phone, huh?
Yeah, that'll do it.
All right.
Take care. Good night.
Good night. Good night, everyone. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with us. I greatly appreciate it. Much love. God bless, and we'll catch you on the next one.